the jail call from yesterday, and I've looked at the orders, and Ms. Weaver's just provided a rough of the transcript, so I'll take a look at the transcript and then get back to y'all on that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just with respect to that, the court give us an opportunity before we get back with this to chime in and address.
I'll see what I think after I read everything. Okay. One thing, and I don't know whether this got resolved, but I noticed that there was an email at some point that was asking about a couple of states exhibits that might be the same thing, and I don't know if we need to deal with that or if y'all have already dealt with it. 430Y and 437Y, which were videos.
So, Your Honor, just so the court is aware, we believe that the Shamel Drinks murder is the culmination of a few different events, really starting in February of 2022. On February 9th, 2022, Rayshawn Bennett, also known as YFN Lucci, was stabbed in the Fulton County Jail by Jaden Myrick, a YSL associate. He did not pass away, so believing that they wanted to finish the job, on February 22nd, 2022, another YSL associate, Christian Eppinger, reached out to another YSL associate, Antonio Sumlin, to get permission to finish off what Jaden Myrick did not do. That information about Mr. Bennett being stabbed in the jail in February hit the media sometime early March. I think maybe around March 3rd or March 4th is when that information was released to the media. On March 11th, in the early morning hours, that is when Christian McMiller and Darius Ford were murdered, pending that release. We believe that they were murdered by Wyeth and Associates. We have shell casings from the murder scene that match a shooting that happened on March 16th that I'll get to in a moment. After the shooting of Mr. Ford and Mr. McMiller in the early morning hours on March 11th, there was another shooting on March 12th in which a YSL associate, Stephen Harris, shot at in the direction of 12 Atlanta Avenue, which is a YFN stronghold, hitting a YFN associate. His name is escaping me at the moment. Following that, there is a call that the court will hear in a moment in which there's a shootout on Cleveland Avenue in which Demekion Garlington and I believe Mr. Stillwell are involved in a shootout on Cleveland Avenue. Following that, in the morning hours of, I believe it's the 13th of March, it might be in the early morning hours of the 12th of March, there is a drive-by shooting near 2830 Waters Road. This is what we believe is the trap house of Big Nick, who is, I think it's Nicholas Carter, forgive me on the last name, but he is a YSL associate. Following that shootout is when there's some social media postings, Your Honor, in which Shell Kel, who you've heard of, Kelvin Watts, repost a picture with Shamel Drinks, Kelvin Watts, and another individual that could have had some subliminal messaging that they were the persons responsible for killing Christian McMiller and Darius Ford a few days earlier. Those posts were posted around between the 12th and the 14th, Your Honor. Also, there were some other social media posts from YSL associates basically claiming they are not going to be the only ones crying tonight, things of that nature. Then we had the murder of Shamel Drinks on March 14th at about 9:55 p.m. in the evening. And then following the murder of Shamel Drinks, we have on March 16th in the early morning hours around 12 o'clock a.m., another drive-by shooting at 2830 Waters Road, where you will hear some wiretap calls of Mr. Garlington, Mr. Stillwell, and Mr. Farley actually at the house during the time of the drive-by shooting, or immediately after the drive-by shooting. And then Mr. Stillwell and Mr. Nichols are apprehended on March 17th. So understand that timeline. A number of these early wiretap calls are going to come into that time period with when all those events are happening, go further and going into the conspiracy around.
All right, thank you.
They was like, bro was in critical condition for a minute.
I heard you hit in the head.
Yeah, but Roger had then got there told me what had to him. He had then DM me like, man, brother died too. So we just turned on the video chat shit. But he was like Roger said it came from Summer Hill, but Quay just said they got into it with when they was at Chit Chat, they got into it with them henchmen niggas.
Who nigga?
Man, I think them niggas a whole lot of rent them folk, man. You know, them folk been going back and forth, they gonna answer.
Nigga all out rent?
Nah, not him, but like his little young nigga.
Oh yeah, I heard it little hits me shit.
Yeah, Quay said when B Slime just had the show, for B Slime them got down, rushed to the car to get the file, some shit. They hadn't got into it.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy right now.
My cousin just called him, so he know what he told me to pull up. He got down, he know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm finna pull up and got down, see what the hell going on.
So what the hell you want coming from the car?
Yeah, man, it went a little cord, man.
Oh yeah, so I thought he went to traffic or something.
Yeah, that's what I thought, cause everybody going to traffic. I be telling that nigga they go to traffic. But I ain't even say that to him last night, saying to put his clothes on. Okay.
I lure his mom up by 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Then like somebody got shot in the car. But they ain't really showing them.
Yeah.
I get on Instagram about 6, 7, like 7, 8 of them somebody. I'm like, damn, that's what it was.
Hey, yeah, man. I ain't know, man. Them folks blowing my phone up.
You know what I'm saying? Them folks were on. Them folks, they ain't seen none of them niggas in the car.
Nah,
Like,
man. Yeah, it was just them two, I think. I don't know. I ain't heard nothing, bro. I ain't called nobody.
Man, that nigga running, man. What the hell wrong with this nigga, man? That nigga walk so goddamn fast.
I ain't talking nobody but Ed B.
Oh, Ed B.
Yeah, you know he don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ed B just laying low.
Nah, he with his folk.
Okay. Yeah, the girl in charge is tripping, man. I called his phone, somebody, this ain't his number. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
man.
was.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what the hell you finna do though? You got perk?
Man, I ain't got nothing, bro. No weed, no perk, no nothing. Tay finna got down.
I just stopped it at the 3:45 mark rather than go all the way to
All right. All right, both of the speakers seem very familiar with who the people are, and it may not be, I'll give you, they don't seem to be plotting any retaliation in this call, but they do seem to be getting apprised of what's going on, and it'd be an all-out war and things like that. So I'm going to permit that under the co-conspirator exception.
This is a call that speaks to the portion of the indictment regarding the sale of narcotics to support the enterprise. And on this call, Mr. Garlington is on the phone with the female who is asking, where are the people with the perks? Mr. Garlington's response is, SB says he has no more. Everybody in the studio just wants some. Everybody in the studio wants some. They just bought him out. I'm going to let the court hear it. That's just a summary of what we have.
Yo,
What the hell you got going on?
shit, you got up?
Anybody asked, we went and looked like Trump in the midnight. Anybody just said we went and looked for them motherfuckers. We couldn't find them.
Okay.
Don't tell nobody.
Yeah, I know. Well, over there you got.
Leave them alone.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
What you finna get up?
Huh?
What you finna get into?
Shit, same old shit.
Same shit.
So that shit.
I'm saying, what it is?
Sometime he gonna come pick me up. Shit, that was going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time, me, him, Rottlo. I said, man, Rottlo ain't getting no coke.
Yeah.
I tried that shit yesterday with a nigga on goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I stopped it at 1 minute and 14 seconds.
What's our argument against this one?
Mr. Stillwell is apparently on the recording, or what's alleged to be Mr. Stillwell saying, but I couldn't find it. I don't know what the state's theory on how this advances a conspiracy. I can guess, but the pronoun it doesn't make a lot of sense to fit their theory.
So, Your Honor, we believe this is a party opponent statement of Mr. Stillwell, but from the state's reading of this call, they're trying to do a drive-by shooting, but they can't find the op.
Not that.
Who are
Yeah, right. How shit was like other night? What the movie?
I wasn't get one. No, sis, I wasn't get one, but my mind ain't there yet. I'm really on the other one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody just had what the movie.
Yeah, I'm just trying to wait.
Yeah. I said, I ain't got, bro. Like, I was just telling my brother, I ain't made no money in about 2-3 days. Nigga ain't.
You too?
For real, bro. Nigga, mine ain't done.
I told you I better leave my drugs now, bro. I ain't said shit.
Yeah. I ain't even got down. I still left that, bro. What you got going on?
You know where I'm at, bro?
Hey, I'm talking about, man.
What happened?
I ain't even. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm at. I'm right here. I just be right here.
Yeah.
Wayne. And, you know, man, that time come, I got on.
Yeah. Got to, bro.
You got them.
Huh?
Get with me, you don't know where I'm at. Yeah.
Okay, I got some whole,
What's causing, somebody they on the way clear, you need to go on and trouble to come to you and get up out me. No.
Different. You say get off you?
No, I ain't saying I don't fuck with it, but like just make it come to you and get you and tell them to bring you.
What you talking about?
I smack that shit now for shit.
You did?
Yeah.
Man, you ain't win, bro.
What you mean when I told you to get me up out of there?
This call is a call between Demekion Garlington and defendant Stillwell, and they are discussing their ability to sell narcotics, apprising one another of their narcotics. And defendant Stillwell said, you know where I am, I'm just waiting, as they are trying to get themselves resituated so that they can better distribute their narcotics.
Mr. Stillwell is charged with, well, he already pled to it. It's a 2013 possession with intent marijuana, which is one overt act as part of count one. Okay. After 2013, to my recollection, there's no other allegations of Mr. Stillwell selling drugs in furtherance of YSL.
All right. I don't hear how any of what gets said in this particular conversation can be in furtherance of a conspiracy. So I'm going to exclude this.
Hello? You know where it's at?
He said dirty gloves?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, won't get out there with the tell him.
I'm saying we can get out the edge literally right now.
He just said that.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I promise you, we can get out the edge right now.
We stay right here.
Yeah, come on, bro. Tell Shannon don't be mad at me, bro. We can bound. We can bound.
He said, y'all can bound.
Yeah,
I guess. Well,
nah, on my mama 12 deep 12. We get out the edge right now, man.
all right.
All right.
So this is actually, we believe, not even co-conspirator here statements, but this is actually, we believe, evidence of defendant Stillwell's and Garlington's participation in the murder that eventually, the murder of Shamel Drinks. So,
Wait. My client was not on that call. So if the state's just going to say things like that, I need to know what they're talking about.
Your Honor, he is in the call. He's in the background. So when you hear, I believe the caller, I think maybe DeMarco Boyer saying, tell Shannon don't be mad. Tell Shannon don't be mad. You hear Shannon make a response in the background. We believe it's Mr. Nichols. Now that's using Mr. Boyer's telephone.
There's a lot of we believe, and I have little faith in those assertions. In fact, I know those assertions to be incorrect. So
You said there's a video from the gas station, right? And does the video from the gas station show who's in what car?
We know for sure that we see Mr. Jackson in the two cars, Your Honor, is an Audi and a Ford Fusion, a white Ford Fusion, a white Audi. We do know that Mr. Jackson gets out of the Audi.
Who's Mr. Stillwell?
Mr. Stillwell, excuse me. And then we know that Mr. Nichols gets out the Ford Fusion and that Ford Fusion is actually his wife's car.
Okay. And do you know, are those the only two people that the video shows getting out or that you can see in any of the cars?
And one other person, Miles Farley, we know that he gets out of the car with Mr. Nichols.
Okay, so he's in the Fusion.
He's in the Fusion. We do not see Mr. Garlington. He does not get out the car at the gas station, nor do we see Mr. Boyer. He does not get out of the car at the gas station.
And you maintain that you can hear Mr. Stillwell at the back responding in the call?
Yes, Your Honor, in the background, yes. It's faint, but you hear him.
Can I hear it again?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hello? You know where it's at?
He said dirty gloves?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, won't get out there with the tell him.
I'm saying we can get out the edge literally right now.
He just said that.
I'm telling you, I promise you, we can get out the edge right now.
We stay right here.
Yeah, come on, bro. Tell Shannon don't be mad at me, bro. We can bound.
He said, y'all can bound. Yeah, I guess. Well,
on my mama 12 deep 12. We get out the edge right now, man.
all right.
All right.
Somebody says something in the background.
So, well, what I hear is this. I hear Mr. Garlington speaking to someone, and them trying to explain to each other where they are. My understanding from what the state's saying is this conversation occurs before, well, from the context of the call, before either car, or at least the car that Mr. Nichols is in, according to the state's theory, arrives at the gas station, which means this is before Shamel Drinks arrives at the gas station, which means there's nothing, according to the state's theory, nothing immediately criminal afoot. And they're just talking about getting up, and the person alleged to be in the car with Mr. Garlington is Mr. Stillwell. And, I can't really hear what was said in the background, but the context of what was repeated is Mr. Garlington saying, Mr. Stillwell's sick of waiting on you in a friendly way, and hurry up. And then saying, Shannon said, y'all are going to bam, meaning y'all are going to fight when he gets here because you're holding us up, and then them laughing about it. So I don't know what's criminal about any of that or what's furthering any criminal conspiracy, especially since under the state's theory, Shamal Drinks hasn't even arrived at the gas station.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything further in any conspiracy here except a conspiracy to meet up at the gas station. So this would not be in under that exception for sure.
And I'd also point out, Judge, that it shows the coordination between the two sets of the called and the calling party, and the coordination. So even if you don't take what they're saying as true, the call itself is evidence of coordinated efforts and communication right leading up to the Shamel Drinks murder.
Okay,
So
but
it has
y'all
a
are saying
non-hearsay
it was
purpose as
entirely
well.
just luck or bad luck for Mr. Drinks that they happened to find him here. So while there may have been a plan afoot to, when we see the enemy, we kill them, unless you've got evidence that this was, all right, we're getting together to go send out and start looking so that we can act on our plan, then this cannot come in under co-conspirator. It may come in under something else.
At 2830 Waters Road, APD police officers arrived approximately around 12:08 a.m. after a lot of gunshots, which resulted in 11 defects in the front of that home, which ultimately inside of that home was Defendant Stillwell, Demekion Garlington, whose wiretap we have, Miles Farley, who is not in the current trial but is charged with the murder of Shamel Drinks, as well as other YSL associates. And the significance is the shell casings from the murder of Mr. Ford and Mr. McMiller were connected with the Waters Road. And so this retaliatory back and forth, that backstory is significant with these calls we're about to play.
Okay.
Hey, how the hell you at? Where the hell you at? Hey, you ain't like no little bad cut? I don't know. Where they at? I think they in the front. Man, they gotta goddamn get through their back. They can't come in the house. Yeah, that was my house. Shut up, open the door.
And so, Your Honor, them whispering, this is Mr. Boyer, who Garlington is speaking with, his phone number. So officers, when they arrive, they ring the doorbell camera. There's a brief exchange from someone inside, and then they don't respond anymore. And ultimately, Demekion Garlington was in a crawl space. It was raining that night. Yeah. And so the significance of this is they are speaking amongst each other because they don't initially know, who's at the door. Police respond because of all the shots that were into the home. And so it shows their coordination. And although the phone number itself for 423 is Mr. Boyer's, one of my co-counsels had stated we believe it's Defendant Stillwell on the call. Okay. But the significance of them speaking while, it's 20 minutes after APD arrives to the house, and it takes some time for them to fully come out of the home. So it's in furtherance of the conspiracy because they're coordinating with one another about where are you? And he says, I'm in the woods. And then I believe Mr. Garlington is underneath the house when he's making this call in the crawl space.
So the context of this call is it's directly after, to my understanding, individuals shot at 2830 Waters Road. That would not be a crime committed by our clients. I don't know what could. I think the context of the call makes it clear that they're trying to avoid interactions with the police. I mean, I'm not going to argue that that's not the context, but I don't know if that's part of a criminal conspiracy. I mean, they were just victimized and they're trying not to talk to the police about it. I don't know if communications on a phone about that would be in furtherance of a conspiracy, because there's no underlying criminal act, as far as I know of, that is being furthered.
Your Honor, the conspiracy itself, coordinating with one another in the wake of an act that has been committed, in the wake of criminal activity at that house, we believe that the other calls will show that there are guns in the attic that they want to keep concealed from the police. They want to keep themselves secreted and separate from that location. It's one of their trap houses. And them coordinating with one another to evade detection by the police does further the interests of the gang by keeping themselves from being detected.
Well, based on, and we're going to hear that soon enough.
Yes.
Right. Based on what's about to come up, I'm going to admit that under the co-conspirator exception.
So, Your Honor, the next call we're turning to is 472. So the call we just played was at 12:22 a.m. This is at 4:33 a.m. again on March 16th.
You good, nigga?
Hello?
You good?
Yeah. What is it?
What the hell you mean, nigga?
Oh, I ain't even say, I ain't saving no number.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Where the hell you at? You gone?
Yeah. I'm right about to drop miles off.
Check my out, boy. It's all love, boy. I can't wait, boy. I gotta go home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just ran in the store real quick.
Yeah, so it was all love. I ain't waiting, boy. I gotta go, boy. That shit just shook the fuck out of me.
Man, what? Man, when I seen V,
Man, what? Man, that whole just, man, boy, listen, boy. I just said to myself, boy, man, let me out that car. Boy, I'm gonna go in, boy, and I ain't coming back outside, boy. I don't care if I have no run or nothing, boy. Them motherfuckers ain't moving.
Hey, what? I said the same shit, what? Somebody really think I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like,
What's so crazy, bro? I was just being cheap. Actually, I was being cheap. My whole keep saying, let's get it wrong like him. I'm not gonna pay no wrong. Man, listen, boy. I just said, damn, boy. They finna send a nigga to right screen with their money like that. My nigga gonna spend this shit on them in the room, man.
Man, what? I'm sorry. Hey, that's on DV. I'm in there like, but I got to get my last 2,000. I got to get lawyered in. I'm like, man. I'm in that beat like, man, damn.
But you wouldn't believe, boy. All the sticks and the guns was in the gray car.
For real?
Man, God, boy, and the sticks and shit in the attic.
Ooh, shit, boy, that was gone, boy.
Man, what?
Your Honor, I'll continue playing, but when they're saying that the sticks are up in the attic, it's the state's theory that they're talking about the Waters Road house.
They're talking about what?
When we were just discussing what's inside of the home or not inside the home, it's the states that line about their sticks up in the attic. Sticks is short term for AK-47s or longer handguns. Rifles, that they're talking about the guns in the attic of the Waters Road home that all these police swarmed after the gunshots. I'm going to continue playing.
Boy, we back with it, man. YSL, Rico, day 117. And boy, oh boy, it's been pretty crazy, man. Now this evidence right here is not good. So I believe the boy name is, I don't know, I don't want to say the wrong name, but one of the YSL members, affiliates, whatever you want to say, got his phone tapped, and his phone been tapped since been tapped. You know what I'm saying? They got all type of wiretaps. This ain't jail calls. This is on the street. You know what I'm saying? And it was so many, wiretap calls that they played today, and that's only a few of them. They got hundreds of this shit. Now I feel like these are more incriminating than the little Woody situation. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually on the phones, you know what I mean, talking about, they was talking about shit on the phone, bro, and it's, some of it sounds like, you know, but it's not even about that. It's about that the judge, I say overall, all the wiretaps that I heard today, which weren't even all of them total, this is the ones they introduced today, the judge okayed about pretty much all of them to come into evidence to give the prosecution a chance to be able to use them to convict thugging them. And honestly, man, just ugly situation, bro. But the most detrimental ones, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that I heard today was the trap house ones. Being that, you know, the guy Shannon Stillwell, SB, YSL SB, is one of the prime targets in the investigation. He was in these calls, he was in the background. They even had him on the jail calls yesterday, but this is crazy, bro. Like, so if you didn't hear the very last, you know, call, it was basically the ops, quote unquote. And it's crazy that they even using this terminology, the prosecution and shit, but that's what y'all get. Y'all think they're not watching the internet? Y'all, all y'all rappers and all y'all niggas in the street who we send all this shit on the internet and smoking on ops. Now you got the prosecutions in the United States of America using these words like ops and oppositions, and y'all keep thinking that they not watching the internet, bro, and don't listen to the songs. I'm just saying, stop saying that shit. Stop giving them the game. But that's a whole nother video. The ops that shot up one of the YSL trap houses, this is what the prosecution was explaining. Is there a reason why they wanted to use this call? And after they got the trap house shut up, allegedly, I'm saying it's allegedly, I'm not saying, this is what the prosecution was explaining, how they going to angle it. You know what I'm saying? How they going to paint the picture. The police came, right? They'll naturally come. If the house got shot the fuck up 11 times and at 12 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? And probably a neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, where other people call up, hey, somebody just, a bunch of shots, you know? They didn't want to open the door, you know? Who would want to fuck open the door of a trap house that just got shot the fuck up by the enemy? Period, you know what I'm saying? But what they do, what could have done? They have done. They got on the phone, hey, bro, where you at, bro? Hey, the police at the door, bro. So yeah, they naturally trying to, you know, get the fuck out of there and not answer the door and get out the way of the police. Because one, it was just a shootout here. For two, we trapped here. We got shit up in here. And when I say they had some shit up in there, they even talked about it. That's what the part that I just was like, whoever that was on the phone said, man, hey, the guns and the sticks is in the attic. Like, why would you even say the guns on the phone? Why y'all even talking on the phone about this shit anyway? Period. I always tell niggas, like, you better meet up and talk about it, or talk in such a super code that you better make it sound like a regular conversation. Yeah, did y'all, I don't even know what to say. I don't even want to give no, you know, opinion, no, I don't want to, you know, examples, but they fucking talking about they got guns in that house, man, in the attic, and said guns, and stick, and they even know what the word sticks is now, you see what I'm saying? But, yo, they keep introducing all this new evidence, especially shit like this wiretap. Of niggas, it's the people talking. This ain't Lil Woody and what he heard or what he said. This is actually y'all talking. So it's kind of like, the wiretaps ain't gonna be good, bro. And they got what, 100 and some of them shits. Like, this is just the few that they introduced so far. And they be kind of lost. They don't be knowing what the fuck they be all talking about sometimes. But it's enough to where, like, when you say shit like the guns is in the attic, and oh man, that was God, boy. No, that wasn't God, nigga. That was the police. They just saying they couldn't kick up in that bitch. And then now look, they had your phone them tap. Phone and all that shit tap. Now they trying to head tap y'all ass, man. These wiretaps ain't gonna be good, bro. From what I see, because it's their voice saying it, you know what I'm saying? Even the jail calls, those are quote unquote wiretaps too. But on the street wiretaps, and y'all talking about what y'all doing and who was over there and who shot who and where the guns is at, and it's coming from y'all numbers, and I don't know about this one, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Prosecution is really digging in their bag of tricks at this point. This ain't just an Instagram post. This y'all voice on the phone confirming what the fuck is going on. I'm just saying, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, notifications, I'm going. Yup.